Hey, hello little brothers, this is Zlewikk, and that's another episode of Saving Your Unit Campaigns, where today, as promised in last week's episode, we are going to try saving this small Bavaria that is aspiring to form the German Empire. This is not going to be easy. We are in a big coalition war with really behind idea slots and some of aggressive expansion. So first of all, let's go in here. What is the situation? Hello Zlewikk. My issue is that I started my Bavaria into Germany run, and well, I reached the 1600s with some expansion and I managed to pew Austria through war. But because of AE, the Commonwealth and some tiny HOE minors are kicking my ass. This is because I have only 50k armies and my subjects almost nothing. If you have some time, please save me from the disaster. Thank you very much and adios. Alrighty, we are inside the save game. First thing that I see is we don't have money, but those are only burger loans, so it's fine. On the text, we are behind, we are lacking pretty important mill tech. That's fine, we can deal without it, and we're lacking this whole idea slot. So it's meaning we're not only 2, 5, 9 ideas behind, but we're also lacking all of these ideas over here. So one could say that we are even over 10 ideas behind here, which for this year is pretty trash. We don't have an absolutist, it's just 7. Age of absolutists, we don't have anything loading over here. When the war, that's not as bad as I thought, but still look, they have practically almost double our troops, so it won't be an easy war. And from what I've seen, we have a couple of subjects, so it's Trier, it's Trent, Brunswick, Brandenburg and Austria are our personal union, so this will be the easiest, but we need to make these guys loyal, because otherwise when our rule dies and you have negative opinion of someone, you lose the personal union, and we need to keep it. First thing we need to deal with is this war, and I could theoretically try piecing this out for what they want, but no, I think this is rather winnable. What we have to do over here is to unite our 3 armies, and on top of that build something more. So I'm going to take 3 loans. Out of these loans, I'm going to recruit a free company. I'm going to recruit the general for we need a good general. Oh, not a free company. We have 16 professionals. That's a bad idea to recruit any mercs. So we should theoretically, haha, that's going to be harder. We should theoretically build up all of these new troops that we need around here. You know? It's not going to be an easy one. Yeah, up to the force limit. And with these troops, we should be easily able to push them back. And we just need to come and connect our troops together and start fighting a decent battles. As for the money, I could just sell titles, you see this, to get more money. But I want to increase Crownland if we want to work on our max absolutism right here. And I see 4k calf stack, which in our situation... No, I'm not going to use it. Let's just consolidate this regiment. And I'm not surprised that we are behind in tech when we are not using the cheaper advisor like this one, which we cannot promote, unfortunately, but he's still quite nice. Let's get this guy on level 2 as well. And I'll get this level 2 guy, as these guys are quite expensive, honestly. Let's just keep it as it is. I'm going to take the interest per annum from the Holy See. So thanks to this, we're going to pay way less of interest for our loans, and I'll also get the manpower recovery speed soon. Poland is actually gauging on us here. All of our leaders are kind of trash, but look, they're going to engage on us here on 90th, so in 2 days. So what if I go and reinforce, because Polish quality, it's actually decent, but it's not so much better than ours. So I should be able to reinforce this easily. At the same time, you see that I'm starting to produce. Yes, okay, that's some war score. I'm starting to produce all of these new stacks around here. So this way, in a second, I'll be able to have a proper combat stack and enough of the reinforcement stack. It's surely the infantry, the calf, just consolidated. We don't need any more of it. Let's just get everyone into one place to organize it. I should be even... Yeah, I almost have the commodity of artillery, so that's something. Okay, now if you want to use CAF, our combat stack should be like this. The current combat width is 30, right? So we're going to do a stack. It is 26, 4, and this will be, we have just 21 cannons. Let's make it 21. So now if we click just this, you see that we have the combat width stack that is ready to go and fight, and the rest of the stacks will just start gathering around here, and this will be my reinforcement stacks for the war. I'll just start with small steps so I can just go and stack up this 10k of troops with a proper stack. Of course it could be better, but it's as good as we can get it. The proper stack, you see that those guys are going to reinforce in 5 days, so my reinforcement stacks should get closer. But still, I think I should be able to wipe those guys here until those reinforce. Yes, that's a stack wipe. Now I can shift consolidate. And yeah, we are lacking some infantry here for sure. They'll be on the 24th, so 1 day late. That's fine. And with just proper reinforcements, this should be an easy battle. And we're even close to stack wipe. Of course, this won't be a stack wipe, but yeah. That's another 3.5 war score, and step by step we're just going to get there. And I'll also siege down Nuremberg as the main enemy in this war. Look at this, I wanted to check army qualities of the armies around the world, especially our war enemies, and Ulm is having the highest morale in game right now. You know this trick from the previous episodes, but if you don't know that, so since Tech 9 on Diplo there is something called study technology. So, for example, we have Miltech 17, right? So if we build 100% spinal on someone that also has this Miltech, so for example in Denmark, we're going to take the 5% tech cost from them. So what I'm going to do is to start building, spy detection is not bad here, yeah. Start building on France and going to use it exactly in this purpose. Austria is being sieged down hard. I could defend Vienna, but it's farmland, so I'm going, this is also farmlands. Why do we have only farmland forts? Okay, I will try fighting this Polish stack. I think I don't have time to siege down Ulm. With my battle leader, I might not have a chance to win this, especially that they came with more of the troops. Yeah, 27,000 might be a little bit too much for us. So let's see how it's going to go. They have 5 regional versus my 4-0. So it might be a disaster for us, considering that the army quality is also better, but at least our stack is close to be good. So start reinforcing with one of the stacks first, wait a couple of days, start reinforcing with another one, and yeah, this way we won this battle. But yeah, you see, for example, we can just get rid of this cav, because it all died and we don't have more of manpower. And we will be getting closer and closer to peacing out. This battle of Ulm will be very crucial for us, especially that there's more of the troops around. These troops are coming, and this Denmark troops will be trying to reinforce. So what I'll have to do is to arrive on those 2 provinces and second my both, turn on the force march, and go run there. And now we have to pray to be able to reinforce them. We have to pray for even Denmark being able to reinforce. It's 6 to 8 that we rolled, so it's not really lucky. 3 to 1. Okay, come on Denmark. 6 to 7 again. Come on. Come on. 1 to 7. How bad. We can roll 9 to 0. Come on. 3 to 7. Why they keep rolling 7s? I mean, Denmark reinforced this, but... Come on! Just scored it, if Poland will be wanting to reinforce this as well, and we should be able just in time. Shift consolidate? Yes! That's another full war score, but we are still at 16%. Okay. Whew. What is this? Why is Commonwealth having minus 41 fort defense on this? They have 24 for spy network, another 24 for the siege ability. Oof, okay, I'm going to leave 1k here in this siege. But we need to go and engage with them, because otherwise they'll siege this down faster than we are sieging Ulm. Let's just go in. Okay. Start reinforcing it already. Wait a couple of days. Start reinforcing. Wait a couple of days. Okay, we won. That's just perfect. We should be able to peace them out now. Yes. I can take 4 ducats for pissing out those guys, especially that Commonwealth in this war, the Holy Roman Emperor with so many promises. 4 ducats for defeating them, of course, and killing 300,000 troops. But yeah, it seems legit. Just peace out. Now, we are finally out of the war. The Axis expansion is not so bad. Can definitely fix our rivals. We have not enough PP. This is a small PP. I'm going to rival let's rival France and Ottomans, so we might be able to ally England later. That's 34 power possession. We have still truce with France, so Scunthorpe insulting them will not give us anything. I also have a truce with the Ottomans. Oh my god, I didn't know this. Okay, so I can't even do much with my PP as long as I have truces with all of my rivals, basically. So we managed to win this war for taking just 3 loans, which are having pretty nice interest. So not paying that much for the interest, we can focus on these good advisors and coming back in decks and ideas now. I'll decrease the autonomy wherever we can, which is just 3 provinces, but this is some additional absolutes and we'll have to work on increasing that for the future conquest if you want to form Germany. So to form Germany, I'll have to annex Brandenburg, which will be available in 14 years to even start doing it. But don't worry, when I finish admin and influence ideas, I'll get this policy, so it will be way faster. So we also need absolutes to annex them faster. On top of that, I'll also need to conquer Nuremberg and Hamburg. And with those, I'll be able to form Germany, of course, together with the 20th admin text. So there's a lot of things to do here. As you can see, also we are spending over 6 ducats on supporting loyalists in Austria, but we made them loyal for improving relations. So actually, I can just cancel it. That's better for us. And I'm going to divert trade from the vassals, because from personal unions we can't do that. So now instead of 10 I'm earning 13 from trade, and instead of 10 I have 24 of the balance. So we'll be fixing that slowly, but there's a really long way ahead of us to fix all of this around here. I just found another reason why we are behind in ideas. This is because, okay, we have admin points, or have the diplo points, but we don't have mill points taken from the state. Like, if you want to increase your absolutes and you want to keep any of the privileges, you keep the power points. Those are the most important. Then there's the cheaper advisors if you are not rich enough to keep the high level advisors, but you're not rich enough to keep the high level advisors. So that will be really useful. This is what we need in this agenda. We need to improve relations with England to 100, and that will give us a cheaper advisor. So I'm going to stop improving relations with Austria, as it's basically improved to a maximum, and within a year we're going to get this on England. You know, usually when you play, you finish your ideas in like 1525, 1530, 1540, 50 if you're very slow at that. Here we are finishing this in 1627. And now we just overthrow the ruler of Poland as the Holy Roman Emperor. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 votes. So this is actually something useful for us. Our manpower is now 150k, we have 68 income, but it was much improved, 136 of force limit, and we got this mission, which is Charlemagne's Legacy. Improving relations with England is going to give us the mission, which means that we can get another cheaper advisor. It costs us just 8.5, which is still quite a lot. So we have three level advisors, both for diplomatic and the military one, and they're both 50% cheaper. So now I have to also achieve something like this for the admin. In the meantime, I'll just use the level 2 advisor. So you see, we still have 21 balance, even though we're gathering more and more power points. Something important that you have to focus on when you're playing a game focused on personal unions is that these rebels, the pretended rebels, when the pretended rebels siege down capital of your personal union, they're going to break the country and they're going to be no longer your personal union. That's why, as you can see, I'm dealing with this 43,000 ASAP. Could wait a little bit to reinforce. I don't even have probably to reinforce it in a month, but just to be, yeah, just to wait. Now they're running away here. You can just go through both of the stacks. And that might not even be a stack wipe yet. It's a stack wipe, so it's easy. I'm going to again split these armies in half, and in a second I'll be fixing those stacks. Those stacks are pretty terrible. You know what? Our buildings are so terrible. Let me just show you. Practically don't have any manufacturers. It's so terrible that I'm just going to take. We have 7 loans. Let's take up to 20. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. That's 3.6 thousand, which I'm going to invest into this best manufacturers and also a little bit more of the workshops. I did this because we're having only 3.25 of interest per annum, and this is just 12 ducats monthly that we are paying on the interest, which is of course a little bit, but building those manufacturers in the long term it's going to give us more money. We can finish influence ideas. Yay, that's the second idea group finish, and that's the first policy unlocked for this nation. But I can see that's not really useful too, so I'm not going even to take it. Next steps will be to finish admin ideas, and not even quality. We will have to take this tech probably. I will not be taking this tech. I need to be ready to take this tech in case of a war, but at the same time I'll be with extra points. I'll be filling the quality ideas. With our truce with Poland finished, I can do one very important thing. I can go to Poland and go send an insult, scornful one. So now we have 50 power projection. Yay, even more mana. Now we are generating 9, 10, 12, and we also need to embargo them for additional 1 power projection. Look what I can do right now. I can finally cancel increased levies, which on Leviathan in single player I would say it's completely useless. Let's cancel it. This is 5 max absolutes that we are going to increase, and see that max is 58 right now, but we still need to work on the current absolutism. As I'm not able to increase this for now, I'm going to go to the nobility. This would be the best to be taken, honestly, because the cheaper advice is already there. That's super important. I'm going to take it. There goes Zlewikk from London, unfortunately. But this is still 53 now, right now, and once I cancel this, I'll also take a cheaper advisor from the clergy. It's time to finish the admin ideas right now. Yes, this gives me admin tech cost, so this costs me just 477 now. Still could be better, but it's not bad. And I have another one. So manpower recovery speed is what I'm going to focus on the military. Even more manpower is needed. And this diplomatic annexation cost will be very useful to go annex Burgundy in 7 years. You can see that we could actually get more income from our gold mines. So I'm going to beat the university over here, thanks to which I will dev this mountain provinces even cheaper. I can unlock the next idea group, and honestly it doesn't really matter what we are going to take here. We are anyway in a pretty bad situation. I was thinking about the trade ideas, thanks to which we'll be able to organize the whole trade in Germany to the north, but right now it's not going to give us anything. Why? At mill points and army points we are behind. So it's a really tough choice. Like, we don't have PowerPoints to anything over here basically. So at the end I think it's a choice between Diplo, trade, and offensive ideas, but I don't think we need anything more than quantity and quality. So it will be either Diplo or trade. And as we are doing pretty much a vassal strong campaign, I will go for the Diplo ideas right here. With Diplo ideas, we should also change our focus on the diplomatic, because we are about to start annexing Brandenburg. So I'll show you some interesting strategy that is also in my army composition guide that I'm doing right here. The duality of the stacks, right? If I'm going after an easy war and it's important to just siege down the forts, you just need 10,000 artillery for the maximum siege bonus on level 2 fort, which is most of the forts in the AIs. So I have 20-0-10, 20-0-10, 20-0-10 stacks. But in case we need to fight a full-blown war, see the combat is 32, so we have 30,000 of artillery, and when we connect all of these stacks together, we can create a stack which is 30-0-30, almost the combat width, and we still have another 30,000 of reinforcements to support this main combat stack. And this way you have the duality, siege stacks or the combat stacks, both at the same time. With April 1640 we are finally at the point where we can do this. So theoretically it would take us 5 years to annex freaking Brandenburg, but we're not even close to it yet. What if we annexed Austria then? Now we have 30 more years until doing that. Yeah, I'm increasing my crown, don't worry about this. But I can click this. So now, annexing Brandenburg is going to take us 4 years. So let's start doing that. And the total cost is 558 and it will be April 1644. Because what we want to do on top of that is to start annexing Brunswick. But they're a little bit smaller, so if I click this, see, this is just going to be 2 years. I'm going to attack Nuremberg because I need this province to form Germany, and it's also a trade center, so it's going to be definitely useful. And the allies are all over here, so you can go south, now you can go here, and go here, and we are about to just attack them very quickly and just siege them down. August expansion is down, so it shouldn't be a big problem to take care of this. Also, this war is going to give us some money. I can force religion on them, pillage the capital, so it's a pretty fine peace deal for me, and I'll do the same everyone except Nuremberg. Now you see that annexation of Brandenburg ends in May 1644. This will end on May 1644 as well. So this way I'm going to annex both of those vassals, subjects, on the same speed of 12 points per month, because if I finished one and then the other would be, you know, being annexed slowly by 3 less of diplomatic reputation. Okay, are you ready? 98-96%. This is a cheaper advisor. I have a cheaper advisor, but this would be a good replacement later. So it's going to be 1 more month from now. We are getting everything annexed, so now our own developments 550 now. And 104 income. We've passed 100 income. 550, and with a month tick, integration is a slow process. Here we also got some additional admin points. Now we've increased our total development by 220. At the same time, I'm going to claim Mecklenburg, because we'll need we'll need Zlewikk to form Germany, because if you take a look on this, you'll see that it's basically Zlewikk not being the emperor, which we can also actually take care of, and admin tech 20. But anyway, first, let's go and state everything that we just took from our subjects, and within the month tick, we'll see that first of all income is going to increase. The 102, now it's 107. But we are having 25 of absolutes. We can decrease our autonomy, all of these provinces, which will help us get very close to the 35 of absolutes. So we are also getting this higher. I'm going to go after Mecklenburg, or maybe I can just threaten war? Fine, I'll do it myself. When attacking Mecklenburg, I'm going to call Denmark, and I'm going to call Zlewikk as a co-belligerent. That's why I'm also going to get Papal State of this war. I'm getting Zlewikk as a co-belligerent because thanks to this I should be able to take Zlewikk in the war. So the province that we need to form Germany. I'm going to start wiping. Oh, that's a long way. I'm going to start wiping everyone right away, and even take this. Okay, let's do this and then this. Okay. We actually have a lot of enemies here, but it's all small enemies, and we have to get them down ACP to protect our prosperity. This is actually not such a bot war. We are going to, you know, pillage the capitals, take money, we can take the trade power, so this way we might even build up an even stronger economy. You see that taking only Zlewikk cost me 29 gas expansion, which is causing this. Few things to do here. First of all, start improving relations with the guys on the bottom. Second of all, I'm going to switch this to improve relations, this to improve relations, and this to improve relations. Third of all, I'll get this guy to improve relations. Okay? Now I can cancel this and start actually improving relations with the guys that will join the coalition. Also from the guys with trade centers like Dortmund and Frankfurt, and taking the transfer trade power. So this way I'm having 25% of trade power in Rhineland. After this war, we'll finish this war as soon as I will not have coalition waiting for us. But you see, it's basically a matter of waiting 1 more year. But I say I've got 40% of the trade power after this war in Zlewikk. I'm going to start collecting here instead of Vienna, because Vienna is already my node. So from 40 of trading, it was 10, remember at the start of the session. From 40 we're going to increase it to 48. So this income is getting better and better. We are so ahead in the tax that I actually can invest a lot of my power points on deving. I'll just spend my meal point on doing so in the cheapest provinces that are for this. So for example Stuttgart, I can do this in Baden as well, thus I need the dev cost edict, so just 19. And that's it, I don't have to spend more. My diplo points will be going for the diplomatic ideas. And my manpower is getting to a 200,000 number just right now in January, because look at this. See, there's not many nations left to join it. And for another month tick, which is January, see, this is not a problem for us, so I'm just going to take Zlewikk. I'm going to not pillage the capital, I'm going to transfer trade power, reparations, and full money. Whew. So now basically, we have everything to need us to form Germany. See, you just need to call you back, and we have to not be emperor of the history. But I'll leave it to the owner of the safe, because that's the pleasure to form Germany, right? And the pleasure will be left for him. So what he'll have to do, to destroy completely, or no, do not destroy completely relations. He just have to annex Trier, which will take literally like 1 year. Yeah, 1.5 years, up to 2 years. Next year, so we'll be having less voters than Württemberg, or give an electorship to somebody that is voting on Württemberg. Then just we need to take down our ruler and get air, which is actually nice. This way the new emperor will be chosen, this won't be us, and we'll be able to form Germany. But for today, I think that's pretty much it on how we fix this nation. Like, the income is completely fixed, the military is completely fixed, nobody can fight us on the level of just great powers. Of course, don't have the highest amount of the army, but with our force limit and army quality, this wouldn't be a chance to win with anyone that will be trying to fight. So guys, I think that's all for today. If you enjoyed this another episode of Saving Current Campaigns, remember to leave a like and comment this video just to help me promote it to more people, so we'll be able to teach more people how to basically play EU4 and fix the savings. So for today, thanks so much, see you soon!